wants to share? James, you were first on today, man. Anything you want to check in with or share with us?
Yeah, I got the notification this morning. It's like, man, it's been a little bit since I've been in there. I got to jump in because I keep saying I'm going to. No, actually, this morning I have a huge sense of gratification or gratitude for my wife. Um, a lot's been transpiring in my world lately, and she's been very supportive of quite a few things. And we've also been having a lot of really, really in-depth conversations about, what the future growth looks like together, both personally and in business.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you guys are both acting as a partnership, huh?
Yes. Well, she's involved in anything that I do. She's the little one in my ear. Amazing with my marketing, social media, but I also lean on her for a lot of strategy as well.
Yeah, beautiful, James. Yeah, there's a lot of ups and downs when your wife is also in your business partner, right?
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
sometimes there's no separation from the two. So you don't know what you're gonna get yelled at for this morning, but we make it through.
Beautiful. Oh, thanks for jumping in today, James. Appreciate you, dude.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Yeah,
hosting these, man.
of course. No. Who else wants to jump in? Something to share, something happening for you, or something just to let go of, release?
I'll share.
I good.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that yesterday I got to see you and Meg and Kyle Curtin, and Michelle and our friend Sam. It was such a wonderful day, and having you guys come over and see my project, it was so amazing. So thank you guys for coming and being present with me. I'm very, very blessed to
Oh,
have you all as my friends. Thank you.
Oh, so wonderful. Thank you.
It was so wonderful. So much
Love that,
fun.
Janine.
every
Lucky.
single project you touch is special. You have that you infuse into it. It's really, really special. I'm very happy to have been there.
Thank you. It's nice to have you
Is
guys
that the,
over. Thank you.
are you in outdoor space of your new house? Are you able
I
to kind of
am.
quickly do a pan for us?
Uh-huh. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the lake view over there. My dog, my yard. It's magical. Magical
I
outdoor
love that.
space here.
I can't wait to
Very
see it
lucky.
in a little while.
I know. I can't wait to show you. So thank you, Joel.
You're
Wait, thank you,
welcome.
Joel. Joel, you made that happen?
I just need to, well, I stepped
Kind
aside,
of.
let it happen. I didn't make anything happen.
Oh, that's right. You were both looking to buy the same property, right? That's what happened?
Yeah.
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 It worked out.
Yeah.
I'm glad it
Beautiful.
did.
Oh,
I'm grateful for this home. So thank you. Thank you. It's beautiful.
yeah. Very special. Oh, thank you, Janine. Yeah. Anyone else want to share? Something gave them love, gratitude, joy, or just something to let go of and release?
Yeah, I can go, Nick.
Sure. Was that Tim?
Yep, Tim. Yep. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Echoing kind of what James mentioned is I had this. I was ready to jump in right before he said it, but my wife as well. Also very, very appreciative of my wife. So I recently took on two actually properties outside of my sort of zone of where I'm at. I'm actually in Texas right now, so I just signed a year lease for a pretty large property in Frisco, Texas, where um, we have to be doing a lot of basically refurnishing essentially. And Georgina really helped me kind of take the reins and really helped order all of the interior decorations. She gave me a spreadsheet, so I'm here right now. She basically had everything delivered to the house here. Had really helped take a huge load of stress off my plate, and I am extremely, extremely appreciative of that. And yeah, I'm not done yet, but I'm sure would never be able to finish it without her. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, Tim. So how are you going to show her your gratitude for her this week?
By being present and being gentle.
Present and gentle. I like
Yeah,
that.
no, no.
Yeah. How about it? How about a date night too? Are you guys both in Texas? Or are you coming
No,
back?
I'm by myself. She's home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'll be back on Tuesday night. So yeah. So I'll give her some time off. She's had the kids for a few days. So we'll let her go out
Yeah.
and take a breather.
That's awesome, Tim. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Big
Thanks.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Anyone else? We have a lot of faces today. Good morning, Diane, Gordon, Joelle. Anybody else want to share anything? You don't have to. You can stay quiet today.
Yeah, I can share.
Yeah, Joelle.
Want to go first? Yeah. Well, mine will be quick. Actually, I don't feel like I've been feeling like weird energy lately, like I don't know, good and bad. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know what I'm feeling right now.
Do you want to
So just
elaborate a little bit? Tell what is the feeling like for you that's coming in?
I'm trying to be mindful of that. I'm trying to like sit in it and trying to figure out what's going on. I think probably old work stuff, old work patterns coming up. It's testing me. You know what I mean?
Do you feel a tightness in your neck, like upper left?
I feel it like the back of my neck, maybe. Yeah, maybe my chest.
Yeah. What could that? Well, that could represent a lot of things, right? What's you've had a lot of weight on your shoulders for a really, really, really long time, Joelle, and you've started to feel what it's like to not have that weight, but your body's used to carrying it, right?
Correct, and almost like that's a good way to put it. And looking at new projects, and trying to feel out if if it's not, right, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no, that type of thing. So fighting myself almost, well, not almost, that's what's happening, like fighting myself.
What's something over the last week that gave you some joy?
The past week, just spending some time with my daughter. The week before that, on a Friday, I did a hot yoga class. That was different. That was fun.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It was like getting me out of my routine.
Yeah.
My normal activities. That's definitely way outside. Well, I don't know if way outside, but it's something I've done yoga before, but I don't think I've done. Maybe I did hot yoga many years ago, and going back to it, it was fun. I was like, oh, this is cool. It was just a good time. I had to take a couple breaks, but I'm happy I did it at the end. It felt like an accomplishment. It felt good.
Yeah. This feeling that's kind of from your neck, is this like an overwhelm feeling, or is this like old life feeling that's coming back that you have to deal with some stuff? Or maybe it's a little bit of both.
Maybe a little bit of both, like old life stuff that I have to deal with.
Yeah.
And sometimes, things seem like sometimes you're good and you just one step at a time and in the present, and then sometimes you're thinking about it all at the same time, and it feels overwhelming.
Yeah. What was the if you can really just stop for a second and close your eyes, take that deep breath in, Joelle, for me, right? What's been a good lesson for you? Not overthinking, not looking at analyzing things, not kind of like sitting in it, but if you can just be with this feeling just for a minute, with all the things you've been through, with all the knowledge and all the lessons you've gained and wisdom you've gained, what's a good lesson that you're being taught even right now, like this week?
Listen to my gut is something that keeps coming up.
I received, keep going.
Well, I'm curious to see now what you received.
No.
There's a lot maybe I don't want to say it. Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to say it. Yeah, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. Yeah. I had eyes wide open came to me really loud. I don't even know really what that means, but eyes wide open. So yes, maybe intuition, trusting your gut. I mean, that would be a big one. Remember how we've been working on, like, instead of we live here, you and me, right? And then so just dropping into the body, dropping into the feeling, more than trying to rationalize, trying to figure things out, trying to figure a way out of the same problems that this got us into, right? It can build whatever this leads you towards. And the excitement or passion, this is just for me and you again, right? The excitement or passion that we feel, try to differentiate excitement or passion for your soul over like dopamine hits for right, for what deals look exciting and what makes more money at the time, knowing that money is just the game, it's not our actual outcome, right? Any of that resonating, or is that?
No, yeah, I think it is actually. Things are like, so something that comes up is like I was there have been some great moments of just like serenity and just feeling good. But it's like, all right, now I got to get up and go and do something, right? So it's like that anxiety, right? I got to get up and go and do something, because things are gonna, you got to make stuff happen, right? Or you got to get out there and do it, right? Shut up and do it type of mentality, right? You got to, and fighting that with like the feeling of feeling good now versus like the feeling of, all right, I have to get up and do something so that I can take care of XYZ.
Whose voice is telling you that you have to get up and do something right now?
That's myself. Like, me telling my monkey brain.
And it came from somewhere. If you close your eyes and think back, right? You're running from something when you say that to yourself, right? All of us are. This is for everybody. That feeling in your gut, especially for all of us type A entrepreneurs. I have to get up. I have to be productive. I have to do something. I have to, right? either running from scarcity, running from something, or unsecurity or unsafety, or running towards having to be of value, running towards having to be enough today, right? So in this moment, if you can think through that voice in your head, it actually came from something in your past, maybe a parent or a friend or a teacher or coach. And you don't have to do this exercise now. This is what we do right in our retreats. But just maybe be aware, Joelle. Like, I've seen the present, the intuitive, the rich Joelle, the amazing partner, the amazing guy that's like just full of fun, full of that like almost bubbly energy where he's excited and passionate about something. Like, I've seen that guy. And it's normal, right, for you to go to safety, and the brain is all it's trying to do is try to predict and protect, right? It's trying to keep you safe. It's all it's doing. So there's a feeling that most of us get. I used to get it every single morning. I know Gordon did too, 4:30 in the morning, wake us right up, be like, there's a lot going on. We got to do something, right?
Yeah.
And that's just the mind. It's not actually who your soul or heart is telling you to do. So can you just be aware of it? You don't have to go through the exercise. You don't have to even critique it, be angry at it. You just come
Definitely
back to your
aware.
breath.
I've had a lot of more anxious eating the last few weeks, and today actually I was up like at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then it's but now I have the contrast because I know what it's like not to be in that not to be in that space. So it's like, all right, how do you get back to that bubbly fun energy? That's what I love. I love when I'm like that. I want to be like that all the time. So it's like, how do you do that?
Love that. This is not even just for you, it's for everybody. So to move, if anyone is feeling like Joelle is feeling, you're running from something or running to something, it's really hard to be here in the present because you're feeling anxious, you're feeling guilty, you're feeling shameful, you're feeling regret, or you're feeling, I am not where I'm supposed to be. I have to be somewhere else, right? I have to keep pushing. The 3 things, the 3 questions, the alignment questions that we have in this group for anybody, there's a lot of new faces, so we'll go through them today, right? And Nisar, if you don't mind posting them in the chat for people, just first we go into gratitude. We go into this portal because this is the beginning of everything. We can let go of any stagnant energy or emotions that we're carrying from the week prior. We let it all go. We can yell, we can cry, we get frustrated, we let it all go. And then we move into gratitude. Now there's room only for what we already have. Even if it's just the small things like the pillow or the air around our face, whatever it is, or the brush of our dog's fur. And then we move into, right, the question 1, how do I love myself more today? What's one thing I can do for me that my soul is calling me to do? Not an income generating activity, not a priority for business. And I use the example for me when I was going through my own identity death. And the only thing I had to do the opposite of what my brain was telling me to do, right? Telling me to sit there and grind out another whatever, a bunch of deals or hire another department or grow more in this way. I'm supposed to go to yoga then today because that's not what I'm supposed to do, right? Or I'm supposed to get a massage because I haven't earned it yet and it's the worst thing I could possibly do for me in this moment. So it was all the old stories coming up and I had to do the opposite of what my brain was telling me to do. Felt really, really, really wrong. But like loving yourself more when you haven't loved yourself in a really long time feels weird, feels very strange.
I think that yoga class that I went to, I think that's the feeling I had. It was like of something I was not supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? It felt like forbidden almost. And then I did it and I was like, oh, that wasn't so bad. It felt great actually.
So Joel, maybe today you get to go to yoga again.
yeah, maybe.
It's a lot of resistance right there.
I know. I was like, well, let's not get crazy.
That's awesome.
Now.
But for everyone here in the chat, right, we move from gratitude into what's one thing you can do, your soul's calling for you to do today. And for me also, a happy place for me was just to walk on the beach. Didn't matter if it was the wintertime or summertime. Like drive to the beach, just walk on it. Because as I found later, right, the outcome, it was just for me to feed my soul, but different downloads, different thoughts would come in, different like awarenesses would come in while I'm doing the things that were filling me up, finally. And once we fill ourselves up, we fill our cup a little bit by doing something for us. We then move to who else? This is question 2 for alignment. Who else do we choose to show up for today in a meaningful way? It could be your spouse or partner or your kids, or it could be that long lost uncle you haven't talked to in a while, or a member on your team, just sending them a quick note, message of gratitude, message of appreciation. Or maybe it's an act of service, or maybe it's a random stranger. you buy coffee for down the street. So that's the second way, right? Love is the highest vibration. We actually operate and exist in love. That's why we're here. So we love ourselves, we then love others. And the third, and the most exciting question, nothing else matters except what's one step we can take today towards that which brings us the most excitement or passion in our lives. Knowing that for some of us, we don't even know what that is yet. We have to sit with that and have some tea and put on some of our favorite music and feel into what is that excitement or passion. Sometimes it's our job. Most times it's not. Right? Maybe it's a charity event. Maybe it's a sports thing. Maybe it's a trip you want to take. Maybe it's a hike in the woods, whatever that might be. What's exciting or passionate to you today? We follow one step towards as exciting and passionate as we possibly can. We take as many actions as we want towards that thing. And then we have no attachment to the outcome. That's the trick for all of us here. Having no attachment to the outcome and just knowing that it's moving towards excitement or passion inside of love in our very short 76 to 85 year lifespan here on this planet. Blink of an eye out of 13.8 billion years of evolution. So feeling that for a little bit. And if that helps resonate with people, that is what I do that's my journaling every single morning. I use the 5-minute journal. It's a quick app on my phone, right? 3 things I want to do today to make today great. Well, 3 things I'm grateful for. 3 things I do to make today great. And those are typically those 3 questions. And plus I'll add a couple other things that I know I need to get done, quote unquote. And then you have an affirmation, knowing that saying the words, I am, are the most 2 powerful words you can say, because anything you say after those 2 words is spoken to the universe. The universe does not judge. It does not say that's good or bad. It does not say you deserve or don't deserve. It just gives it to you. But sometimes you have to go through some doorways first before you can get to the place that you're saying you want to get to. Yeah. Thank you, James. I'm seeing some chats come in. If you're okay with it, and Diane, I know you wanted to go too. I'm going to just read this quick passage. Oh, she's like, no. You were doing that for me when no one else was there. Thank you. This is probably, again, the most perfect passage that is relatable to what people are chatting about today. So I'm going to read this one. It's called Out from Under. Sometimes there's just too much to consider, too much to understand and analyze, too many consequences to play out in our mind, too many things to clean, unpack, or repair before we can go out and play. Sometimes the simplest and best use of our will is to just drop it all and just walk out from under everything that is covering us, even if only for an hour or so. Just walk out from under the webs we've spun, the tasks we've assumed, the problems we have to solve. They'll be there when we get back. And maybe some of them will fall apart without our worry to hold them up. Wouldn't that be nice? I mean, I cried when I read that. For me, what came up is a reminder that everyone on this call, we're all just kids in adult bodies. We've assumed so many responsibilities, so much weight, so always running from or running to something in our lives because that's what we've learned to do. That's what was taught to us. And if we just remember once in a while that we are just big kids, what's one thing you can do today or stop doing today that feels more like play? The problems will all still be there. And as someone who's walked through the fire, I can tell you that there are a lot of those problems that do actually just go away without you worrying about them. It's pretty crazy and intense when you think about it. Anyone have any feedback or insights or thoughts around that, the passage?
So I have co-parenting counseling starting today with my ex. And I'm laughing because I'm just going into it with peace and calm and like the kids at the center. And I feel like he'll keep bringing it back to like our foundational issues, which I'm not interested in. I've already worked through a lot of that stuff myself. So that's not what we're there for. So in a weird, twisted way, it feels like today is going to be kind of playful as like, excuse my cough, as crazy as that sounds. Because when you deal with a high conflict person, it's usually not playful, but I'm just so past the point of like anger and rage with him that I can kind of see it from a different lens, I guess, and just kind of go more in there observing than speaking, unless spoken to. Whereas before I would have been like, oh, so this will be interesting.
Christina, you're in a whole different
Love
place
that.
right now.
I am in a whole different place. And hopefully it, trickles down where it needs to.
Another challenge for you today, as it gets maybe, if you start to get challenging, maybe you start to feel that pressure come back in. Why don't you throw a big smile to the room?
Yeah, I think that's my plan. It's not that I don't take it serious, right? Because having a good relationship with my sons, with the boys' dad is like ultimately what I want. I just don't know that he's capable of that in this lifetime. So I just have to be capable for both of us.
And being a safe container, right, for your kids, which you already are.
Yeah, for sure.
And reminding them to find joy even in really, really challenging situations.
Yeah, definitely. Even when I FaceTime them, give me like the little, they came up with their own little signal of kind of how they're feeling when they're at dad's. And then I just try to like make them laugh if it's a signal that tells me, they're not really happy. I just try to be like goofy with them and make them laugh.
I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Christina.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nick, I think it would be helpful if whatever passage you read for the day, you can like throw into the chat so that we could like marinate on it more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll share,
Yeah,
because
that's
someone asked what book this is. I'm going to give again my wonderful brother Gordon some credit. He gave me this book as a gift. It's called The Book of Awakening. This is one of my favorite ones to read from in the mornings, and it's awesome. It's about a guy who had cancer and essentially had an awakening, almost died, and started writing just passages that came to him. They always seem to be relevant, the ones that I read. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing, Christina. It is 9:32 for all of us very, very busy entrepreneurs and career people. We will start our week with just a little meditation or affirmation. If you're still in, you can start with me with a deep breath in and release. I want all of you to feel this rich breath enter your bodies again. Rich breath in. And exaggerate your exhale. Welcome to another Monday, friends. Another day where you get to create the life that you desire. Another day where you get to remember how powerful you are as a soul that chose to come here and enter this body. As a reminder that who you are is a divine being of light sent down to experience life in every form, in all of the contrast, with all the feelings, forgetting that you are the most powerful divine manifester that there is. It's your goal and job to remember that in this lifetime, and that you can create this heaven for yourself. The only hell or prison that we live in is the one that is created in our minds. We thank the mind. We thank the mind for having run the computer simulation and the programs since we were children, predicting and protecting, ruminating on lessons learned in the past, and running scenarios into the future. But after a while, it's time to allow it to rest and to drop into this feeling of the heart. Knowing that going forward, our heart is leading us with the mind following. The mind will build what the heart desires. Our only goal is to grow and expand, feeling all the feelings that there is and enjoying the expansion and the contraction that this life has for us. The challenges and the obstacles and the struggles are there for us to just see a brighter light, bigger love, and more opportunity. We also move into this life knowing that in relationship with another human or starting a business, all of these things are only mirrors for us to look deeper into ourselves. We feel into where we look to the external to make things okay on our insides, and we hereby drop any attachment to outcomes. We hereby know that every step we take is a step in the right direction. We hereby know that there is no decision we can make that is the wrong decision, because in that moment we are making the right decision for us in that moment, for our highest growth, for our highest expansion. And with that, we enter with a big smile, knowing we are exactly where we need to be. There's no rush. There's nothing to run from. There's nothing to run towards. We'll seal today the same way you can drop into this moment of presence anytime during this week, just by going back to your breath. So let's seal with a deep breath in. I love you. I love you. I love you, my souls. Thank you so much for joining me again. I will see you guys next week. Same bat channel, same bat place.